Welcome to the web conference for Edit 3318 on the Classroom website module. There's a bit.ly short link in the top right-hand corner that you can access this presentation, so you'll have all the extra links. If you would like, you may stop the video at this time, access that, and join us again. All right, our Google site, we're going to actually be creating a Google site using the new Google Sites. You will see the link there that you can click on, and you will build a site on this application. If you will go to sites.google.com without the /new, be sure you select New Sites. Word of caution, if you have images of students, make sure that you have parental permission. And do not use full face views of students on a website. All right, our site that we're going to create should have 7 pages. A home page, an About Me page, an announcement page, a resources page, a contact information page, an assignment page, and a student gallery. But before we get into that, let's take a look at Blackboard and look at the module. In this module on our classroom communication or classroom site, you'll find several resources that have to do with creating a classroom site. You'll also see several help resources here in the middle. Alice Keeler, a cheat sheet, a handout. You'll see several of those there in the middle. Also, several videos to help you create your new Google Sites. So watch each one of those. It talks about creating it from the beginning, adding text, images, links, sections, and pages. You also have some articles about digital portfolios. Part of your assignment for this module is to create a digital portfolio to house your projects from this course. So there are 2 parts to this assignment. Part 1 is your classroom website, and part 2 is your digital portfolio. So let's go back over here to the presentation to take a look at those. So back over here, your classroom site is going to be the one that has 7 pages. It should either have top or side navigations. Home should have an introductory message that has text, image, audio, video, and/or an animated presentation. Your About Me page should include your professional picture and a self-introduction. The announcement page should be in blog style, where the newest date is on top, and it should contain at least 3 announcements pertaining to classroom events. Now, we understand that these may not be real events, so make them seem real. We're going to see an example of a site in just a minute, so all of this will make a little more sense then. On the rest of your pages, your resource page should have a total of 6 student resources. These are going to be things that would help students, like websites or articles, and 3 YouTube videos. So 6 resources, 3 of them need to be YouTube videos. Any topic is welcome as long as it is educational and grade level appropriate. So you need to hyperlink the URL address to the name of the resource rather than showing that long URL inside the site. In Google Sites, it will let you embed links to websites. You can link pictures, images to a URL. You can embed YouTube videos specifically. Look for the YouTube icon on the side in Google Sites. Your contact page should include your contact information, availability, your schedule. Assignment includes all assignments for 1 week of class listed by day, meaning that you should have at least 1 assignment for each day. Your student gallery should have 4 images of student work. Now again, we understand that you may have to use an alternate method to show something on this example of student work if you don't have a classroom to get that from at this time. All pages on your site should include information about copyright and when it was last updated at the bottom of the page. All pages should have proper images with good resolution and have your resource or copyright message. Be sure you publish the site anyone on the web can view in Google Sites. All pages should include information about the copyright and last date updated. We already said that. Wanted to make sure you heard it. And then again, publish the site with anyone in the web can view. So that is the first part of your assignment. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example site. So here is a link to an example site. We're going to go ahead and go to it, and we'll go through it real quick. So this is a 5th grade website. So on the front, remember we have an image, we have an interactive, this little Voki image will play. So you should hear the voice.
Welcome to 5th grade. I am excited to have you in my class this year. You can locate all our class information, assignments, and resources on our web page. Your parents can reach me by referring to the contact page on the site.
Okay, so that's an interactive, that's a Voki. You could use an Android. It doesn't necessarily have to speak, just be something that is moving or active. Okay, also you'll notice down here they have about their resources, and they also have it to be last updated. Okay, the About Me page, and over here is the side navigation links. About Me page, here's a welcome message, favorite things, resources, etc. Announcement. Okay, here are those announcements. Same thing there. Resource page, all of these are linked, so the images are linked here. And then here are videos that are embedded, exactly how it should be. Okay, contacts. Here is your schedule. How do you contact the teacher? Assignments, here is one for each day. And then the student work gallery has images of student work. Now what this site does not have, it does not have the little copyright message from Creative Commons that shows the copyright of this site. So look in your module with the reference to Creative Commons and get the appropriate thing for your site. All right, back over here. We're going to talk about part 2 of the assignment. Part 2 is the digital portfolio. This is a new site, a different site, so you're going to have 2 sites, one for your classroom, one for your digital portfolio. The new site is named with your student name -- digital portfolio. Here are the things that you need to have on the home page. Student name, picture of self, picture of university, name of university, and a quote that represents your view of technology and education. Then you will have one page titled Edit 3318, but it won't be titled Spring. It will be titled Maymester 2018. You'll also, here is where you will embed your projects as you complete them. So if you have completed 5 or 6 projects so far, then you would need to embed each one of those. This is part of your participation grade at the end. So the points, you will have points for embedding each one of your projects, so be sure that you do that. So you're going to, this is actually, you're going to link this to your classroom site. You're going to link it to the classroom site in the About section is where you will link that. So your About section in your classroom site will hold a link to your digital portfolio. So make sure you add that in to the site we were just talking about. let me show you an example of what the digital portfolio site is. So here is her home page, and there is the university, there's her picture, there's a quote. This is what I was talking about, the copyright from Creative Commons. Okay, that needs to be on both your sites. Okay, she did the name of the university. She didn't do a picture of the university. She did a picture of the symbol, which is just fine. And she has her resources stated here. But the big deal is be sure that you're looking at this Creative Commons. Okay, there is the link that you could actually go to and find that, or even just Google Creative Commons license, and you will get the piece to get this little graphic. But under her Edit 3318 page up here, you'll see that she has each of her modules, and she has the pieces embedded, okay, in her site. There's her module 1. In this course, her site was module 2, so she just has that link there for that because it is this site. She has her module 3, 4, a Google Classroom, that was her next one, her assessment, her mind map, her data evaluation, and this course was longer. It was a full spring semester, so they do have more modules to put on their site. Here is one example. Be sure that you have everything you post on your site. Be sure that you have the permission of anyone with the link can view, because if you don't, otherwise you won't be able to see that. A good way to test that is to sign out of your accounts and then to use the login and test it, or you can go up here to the 3 dots on the top right and do a new incognito window. And that brings you a window where you're not logged anywhere, and you can paste your site address there and test it out to see if you can see all of your documents. So again, she has them embedded. The only thing I would probably maybe do different is I would make these embed pieces a little bit smaller so you're not scrolling quite so far down the page. But wonderful site. Everything is on her portfolio. But you remember, this is a totally different site from the other one. Okay, so let's take a look at the rubric real quick. In this rubric, on the Classroom website, you earn points for each one of the web pages. Okay, so each one of these web pages, I believe there's 7, so you get the 7 points there for your web pages. And then you have the points for the digital portfolio. And again, this one will actually be Maymester. And you'll have all the requirements under that for your formatting and all of those pieces. Be sure you check out that exemplary column of the rubric. So thanks for attending All About Classroom Websites. Be sure you email your instructor with any question you have on your Google site.